Good morning, you guys, it's Karen, and I thought I would come and give you my first update on how the Aimovig injection went and what's happening so far. So this is day 6 today. So I injected on Thursday night last week. So let me start with the injection. I was never going to do the injection on camera just because I'd have to show you my fat tummy or my fat thighs, and I'm just not in that place at the moment. I did it in my tummy because you either have to pinch a bit of skin or stretch out a bit of skin. I've got plenty of fat on my stomach to pinch, so that's what I did. You press it down, hold the button, it clicks to tell you when it's done. You can see the liquid come out and it turns yellow when it's done. It's really very, very easy to do. And the injection itself, I did not feel it going into my skin. You know, I didn't feel the point of the needle, which I was surprised at because I find it quite painful to take blood. You know, when you're testing yourself, I test my sugars, and I also do take my own blood for samples sometimes that I do with, you know, Medichecks and all of that. But I didn't feel the needle going in. However, after I took it out, it was stinging. The whole area was kind of stinging, and it felt almost as if it had been cut. It was really weird. And I was saying to Kim, well, that kind of hurts. Like, it feels like I've got a little cut there. The following day, it was quite bruised. I'll put a little picture in so you can see the bruising. And it also kind of made me allergic to the plaster I put over it because it does bleed a little bit afterwards as well. But apart from that, no major incidents. You know, I didn't have any allergic reaction to it, just that little bit of injection site pain, which is what they say is quite common. Friday, so I did this Thursday night about 6 o'clock, and Friday I had a sticker day, which was just, I was like, is this just a coincidence? Like, surely it wouldn't work that quickly. But I had this sticker day, and then Saturday I had an awful day. Now, it wasn't an awful day with dizziness. It was actually an awful day with a headache. I had a really bad headache. And I know you might say, well, that's your migraine, but it wasn't a migraine headache. I could tell that it was actually a tension headache, and that it was caused by me doing too much on the Friday. Because I had a sticker day on the Friday, I sat at my computer, I changed banners on my YouTube channels, I'd edited, I emailed people that I hadn't got back to, spoke to friends, did housework, went to the shops, came back again, went on my treadmill. I did a ton of stuff, and if I do that, I should have known my neck would be sore. I wasn't even sitting with, I've got a cushion that I normally put on if I'm going to be sitting at the computer for any length of time. I didn't put that on because I actually never really recently have felt like sitting at the computer that long because of my dizziness. So I knew that this headache on Saturday was due to that, and I didn't actually have any dizziness. This is really amazing to me because this Aimovig injection is licensed for migraines. It's not licensed or thought to be effective for vestibular migraines or vestibular symptoms, so dizziness, etc. It's thought to work on the migraine in terms of the headache, mostly, I believe. So I had thought with this that it might take away my headaches, but I'd still have to cope with the dizziness. But it's looking like it works on the dizziness for me, which is friggin' amazing. So Saturday, like I said, not a very good day at all, but Sunday back to being a good day. What are we on today? Wednesday. So good day Friday, not Saturday, good day Sunday, good day Monday, good day Tuesday, and then yesterday I had dizziness and it was quite bad, and I ended up going to bed for a couple of hours, and yesterday wasn't a good day. It wasn't quite as severe as I normally get. And I wasn't disheartened at all because the fact that I still count Saturday as a good day even though I had a bad headache, because like I said, it wasn't my migraine. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'd had 5 days, consecutive days with no dizziness. That's unheard of. Like, I can't tell you the last time that happened to me. It was years ago. I have this every single day. I had the dizziness either with a bad headache or with a slight headache or with a really bad headache, you know, but the migraine headache feels different to the tension headache, and it was the dizziness that was disabling to me, and I really just wasn't expecting it to work on that, but it looks like it's working on that. Unless this is some kind of fluke, I don't know, but I can't imagine that it is. It would be a pretty big coincidence because, like I said, it's been years since I've had more than 3 consecutive days without dizziness. I used to be able to like go on holiday, and my holiday would be pretty dizziness free, but that hasn't happened for a couple of years. I used to get Mondays used to be okay for some reason. I think it was maybe because over the weekend I didn't go near the computer, because I think that causes dizziness as well as tension headaches. I used to be okay in the morning, the first bit of the morning, and it would come on in the afternoon, but that changed. So far this is life-changing. Like, it's life-changing. I took Watson for a walk. I was supposed to be meeting somebody, but they cancelled. So I took him to Arthur's Seat in Edinburgh, and I was just like looking around, so thankful at how I felt, because I used to love to go for walks on Arthur's Seat, and I used to take Watson up there and go for an hour and a half walk each day, and I absolutely loved it. And I've been up there since, but I've never gone up the hill. Like, I've only gone, there's a sort of base bit. I've only gone round the base because I just have been dragging myself around, you know, and doing it because he needed a walk and not enjoying it. And I loved every minute of it on Saturday. Now, my knee's buggered, but that's a whole nother story. So that was hurting, but I just was so thankful. Sunday, what did I do on Sunday? Oh no, it must have been Sunday I went to Arthur's Seat, not Saturday, because Saturday was my bad day. And then this week, Monday, Tuesday, I was doing a lot as well, but I did try to be a bit more careful. And yesterday was the first day, like I said, that I was dizzy. And this, I never imagined that taking this Aimovig would completely wipe out my migraines. In my head, if I got a 50% relief, so if I had 3 or 4 days a week that I could get on with stuff, I would appreciate that. And so that's what I've got so far for this week. So we'll see if it continues. There's been people that have told me that it's taken a week or two to kick in. So maybe after a week or two, I will go longer without having a migraine. I don't know. But I'm absolutely delighted. I can't tell you how delighted I am. I could cry when I think about it, just because there has been so many times where I have doubted that I'm ever going to get out of this, you know, and doubted whether there's any meaning in life anymore, because every time I wake up in the morning I was starting to think, you know, what's the point of getting out of bed, because it's just going to be another day of pain and another day of not feeling like I've achieved anything, and another day of not knowing what to do and what's going to work for me. And you know, despite all that hope being eroded, because I've had this for 5 years, and I've tried the Botox and all of the drugs and all of the things you're supposed to try, and all of the natural remedies and all of the supplements and the dieting and all of that. You sort of lose hope that anything's ever going to work for you. You think, I'm just one of those that's never going to find anything that works for them, you know. So yeah, I'm really delighted. I am on 70 milligrams of Aimovig. So the other thing, even if I do get migraines, is you can actually double that. So you can either give yourself 2 injections, or you can get 1 injection of 140 milligrams. I would be very hesitant to do that just now because of the side effects. So the common side effects with this that are listed are injection site soreness and bruising, which has happened, and constipation is the number one that is very common, like 1 in 10 people get, and that's something that I've certainly had. Sorry to be TMI, but constipation is an issue. I have never had an issue with constipation. I think once maybe I did, and it's surprising because I was on codeine for years and I've taken tramadol and I never get any issues with constipation. That side of things I have been normal most of my life. Other than, you know, if you've got an upset tummy or whatnot. So, but now, since taking it, let's just say I'm not regular at all. And it can be pretty dangerous if you don't go for a poop. So that's not something I'm very happy with. Now, I don't feel any kind of way, like I've got no stomach pains, no, you know, I don't even feel like I need to go. It's like it's just the need to go has disappeared, which is quite worrying because I'm eating and, you know, nothing's changing. And it's like, you know, that needs to work for your body to continue to be healthy. So I am going to email the GP later and ask them to give me something, because I have been taking Senecot tablets and that's not really doing anything. I've also been including soluble fibre, which I already do, but I have that in my shake in the morning. I have golden linseed, and I've been adding in psyllium husk. I've been drinking more water. I've been doing stomach massage. You know, there's a certain massage you can do, things like that, and nothing seems to be helping. And I think from I watched a particular video about somebody else that was on Aimovig, and she's on 3 different types of, I don't know that you could call it medication, but she takes Senna. She also takes extra fibre, and then she's on this other thing, I can't remember what it was, called Movalat or something like that. And so I think you need quite a lot. to be able to keep things normal. So I'm going to email the GP. We've only got this email consultation thing available to us at the moment, and see if they can give me a prescription for something. And once that side of things was under control, I would maybe consider taking more. If, for example, I had 1 or 2 migraines a week, then it might be worth me doubling the dose, you know. But at the moment, if it's 1 a week, even if it's 2 a week, I've got, you know, enough tramadol, and I know that works, that I can take that on those 1 or 2 days and live a life. You know, I feel like I've suddenly got so many doors open to me. Even the fact that I've changed that banner on YouTube where it was referring to Mrs. Ginger is great. Even the fact that I had a play around in Photoshop with a photo of my friend's dog. I was just messing around and I was like, oh, I can't remember the last time I was able to do this. It's just, everything is like being a child, you know. It's like I'm in awe at everything and loving everything. So, okay, I'm going to stop. I feel like I'm ranting and gushing a bit now. But one thing I would say is there's a video by somebody talking about why she doesn't use CIGP medications for her migraines, so Aimovig, Aimovig, etc. And I didn't watch the video, but I just had a quick look at the comments and found that she was basically talking about the fact that there's no long-term research with it. But that will be the case. One day I may have something else happen to me because of the side effects of this. But that's the same thing as with the vaccine that we're all being asked to take. And I have happily taken, I had my 2, and then I've recently had my booster. And I know that there's been no long-term studies on those, and that one day something might happen from it. But you have to look at quality of life and risks. And for me, the risk of getting COVID was much more of a worry and much greater than what may potentially happen years down the line. And it's the same with this, you know, it is worth it for me to actually live my life and enjoy what I do and not worry about constantly getting this strong medication to just give me 1 or 2 days a week where I can function for a few hours, you know. And that's how I was able to get videos done. I prioritized videos, and Watson was kind of my #1 thing. So, you know, I'm aware that there may be things down the line. I think it's probably going to make me, God, I hope it doesn't make me gain weight, but I have been doing really well eating wise, and I had lost 3 or 4 pounds. Then I took this injection, and despite the fact that I have, like, even Kev was just, bless him, he was saying, this is the most disciplined I've ever seen you, because now I've been feeling better. I've been on my treadmill, I've been on my bike. Like I said, my knee is now buggered. I'm limping today and having to use my crutch, but you know, it's probably because I just went overboard. But he said, you know, I've not been eating anything after 7 o'clock. I've been trying to wait until like 11 o'clock the next day and doing a sort of intermittent fasting, not every day. It depends on whether I need to take anything else tablet wise, because I can't swallow things with water. And, you know, was doing so well, but since taking the injection, it just seems to have sort of, well, it plateaued. And then one day I put on weight and I was like, it's absolutely, that doesn't make any sense at all. And I'm doing pretty much a keto, a sort of keto. I'm not aiming for ketosis, but I'm eating the healthy things that I used to in keto. So like today I had a protein shake for breakfast, which is what I have most days anyway. I'll be having salmon for lunch. For dinner, we're having beef with celeriac. That's pretty much it, because like I said, I'm limiting the times that I'm eating that. So yeah, weight gain might be something. I know that a few people have had weight gain. One of the girls I watched that had been using Aimovig said her appetite has increased. Mine hasn't, which is why I'm so surprised to see the scales moving up and then staying there. You know, it's like, I've definitely reduced what I'm eating. Like, how is this happening? But you know, it's coming up to Christmas. I am not going to be dieting over Christmas. It's just not in my DNA to diet at Christmas or on my birthday. And I know that's probably wrong of me to say, because I am overweight. I need to be careful about diabetes. I need to be aware of my heart and all of that. And I know that, but it's kind of like I'm talking about with the injections. Life is too short and I want to enjoy life, and food is something that I have, especially with the migraines, have come to enjoy so much, because it's been one of the very few things that I could enjoy, you know. I'm definitely less focused on food now, you know, since not having this head and being able to go, well, you know what, it doesn't matter that I can't eat after 7 o'clock because I can go on the bike, I can watch a video, I can do some housework, I can wrap some presents, there's all sorts of things I could do, whereas before I was just sitting there like, nothing I could do, you know, except eat. I should have done a separate weight update, really. But honestly, I'm about the same weight as I was flipping this time last year. So I really hope 2022 is going to be changed for me. It's definitely going to be changed in terms of my migraines if things continue on the way they are. I hope they're going to be changed in terms of weight. I have, my 50th birthday is on June the 3rd, so I have got, what, 5 months? January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, I've got 5 months to slim down to a place where I feel more comfortable with my clothes. That would be really good. I can't remember what else I was going to say. I get a bit giddy talking about all this, to be honest. I can't believe how I feel right now. And I have nothing in my system. You know, I have no drugs in my system at all. And like I said, my joints, my knee is absolute agony. I actually said to Kev, you know what, I need to take something for my knee. So I did take paracetamol, but it won't have kicked in yet. I only took it a little while ago. I just forgot, you know, that I can also take painkillers for my other aches and pains that I used to take before this anyway. And I also take turmeric for my knees, and I put Voltarol in it, and you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now because I think I've given you enough of an update for you to get that things are going well. So yeah, keep your fingers crossed for me that it continues on like this. I will give you another update perhaps in a couple of weeks, unless something drastic happens, like it suddenly stops working, or I will come and give you an update for sure. If you've got any questions, anybody that's taken this, then please leave them in the comments below and I'll do my very best to answer them. And that's everything. Thank you so much, and I will see you again soon.